Just got home from the gym. I'm gross, but listen, I have to tell you something. Well, I have a question to ask you, I guess. If you had 3 wishes, and it can be anything except wishing for more wishes because that's just boring. Minimum, maximum 3. What would they be? And I want you to think about it for real and don't just give me some stupid answer like money. I've thought about mine my entire life, and I'm gonna tell you my top 3. Number 1, I am fluent in every language ever invented all the time. That includes every animal, bugs, nature, trees, if they speak, which they might, but every single language I am fluent. I can understand, I can speak, I can read. Mostly because I would like to be able to speak to my pets, like my cat, and tell her it's okay when we're going to the vet and not to be upset, and that if I clean her ears, it shouldn't be painful, and she can help me if she's hurt. She can tell me where she hurt. Plus, anytime I traveled anywhere, I'd be able to speak language fluently. I would be able to understand everything. You can't change my mind. This is the number 1. Number 2 might be far-fetched. I mean, this is a wish, so who cares? But it might be a combination. You might think, oh, you maybe should count that as 2 wishes, but just hear me out. I want to be able to body swap, but also heal that body. And I have a lot of chronic pain. I'm very, very body aware of everything going on all the time in my body. And sometimes I would just like to be able to be like, hey, can we just switch for one quick second? Let me feel what your knee feels like all the time. Do you think mine feels weird? Just walk around and let me know. And then be able to be like, oh, by the way, this isn't normal in your body. Like, I feel something weird. Let me just, oh, it's fixed. You're welcome. I'm so sorry. You just found out you have a life-threatening illness. Let me just, it's gone. You're fine. So body swapping, but also body healing, because mostly I would like to be able to understand other people's human condition, if that makes sense. Because I don't understand if mine is always correct or if I feel it the same way other people feel it. And I would just like to know how they're feeling it and what their body feels like all the time. Like, if someone's back hurts, I want to know if it hurts the same way mine hurts, if that makes sense, but with a solution, a healing solution. And the last one is that I would like to be able to watch my own funeral on a live stream, filmed exactly the same way that Real Housewives or Big Brother is filmed, with like tons of cameras and cameramen. Probably Big Brother cameras, because I don't want everybody to know they're on camera. I want real reactions. I want to know who fucking showed up to my funeral. I want to know who had the audacity to show up at my funeral. Like, fuck that bitch. She is not welcome. Why the fuck is she? I also want to see like everyone's reactions. Like, oh, are you happy? Did you cry? Oh, they talked the entire time. That fucking bitch, right? I want that. But there's also a part 2 to this. The contingency is that I also have exactly 48 hours after my funeral that I get to come back to Earth. Like, I'm still dead in this scenario, but I get to come back for like a weekend, and I get to sit in a room with my 2 or 3 or whatever group of best friends. We get to talk shit and rewatch the funeral like it's a movie. And I get the remote and I get to pause it and be like, are you fucking kidding me? Ugh, that fucking bitch. Or like, oh, that's so sweet. She really was sweet, wasn't she? Or like, I can't believe that she came. Holy shit. I thought she hated my guts. She's here? Wow. Guys, get me more dirt. Hurry before my 48 hours is up. Or like, oh my God, they showed up. They haven't spoken to me in 2 years. I knew they still loved me. Isn't that a good one? I feel like that's a really good one. I really want to be able to go to my own funeral. I think it's really sad that we don't get to. Tell me your top 3. And if I had a 4th one, it would be teleportation. Duh. I don't want to have to fly anywhere ever again.